Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Bryan's Business World. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the difficult question of excellence. So you might be thinking to yourself, why is excellence a difficult question? I mean, doesn't everyone want to do an excellent job, be an excellent employee, have excellent service, or have an excellent product? I mean, isn't that what we're taught and sort of have drilled into us day in and day out? And I would agree with everyone that that is what we are taught from school, parents, society in general, is seek excellence, be excellent, all of that. Now, there's one problem with all of that teaching. When anyone looks around, there is mediocrity and averageness, and even I'll go further here, sloppiness everywhere, with employees, with business owners, with all sorts of products and services. When one looks around in society, you do not see excellence. You see a flood, just really a wash in averageness, mediocrity, poor performance everywhere. So if everyone loves excellence and is taught excellence, and that's what everyone's at least verbalizes that they are seeking, why is there so much mediocrity and averageness and really even poor performance everywhere? And the answer is that excellence is extremely hard and burdensome. And looking at the burden and the hardship, rational people, normal people, say, I'm going to be average because of the burden and the hardship to be excellent. Now, what exactly are some of the burdens and hardships of excellence? Well, one, it's very time and energy draining to be excellent at any task. As a business owner, you have to invest in a lot of infrastructure and a lot of training with your employees. Again, most employees that are out there do not really have an excellence mindset. They may be able to acquire one with some encouragement and training from the entrepreneur, but many people that you hire really aren't geared up for excellent work or excellence in general. They may be able to get there, but that's an enormous amount of burden and coaching on the entrepreneur. Excellence is contrary to peer pressure and conformity. If you are excellent, then you're not going to be sort of going along with everyone who's mediocre. And if it's one thing that people can't stand is to stick out in a crowd. So with all of these burdens of time, training, expense, and sticking out really in a bad way, many rational people decide not to go the route of excellence. And I would argue that many business owners do not go the route of excellence. It's simply easier to be average. So you might be saying to yourself, well, why do we exalt excellence when everything rational and practical says not to do it? And I think the best way to tackle that question is to look at time frames. If you are framing the question of excellence, whether to be excellent or not, at anything, in a shorter term time frame, then the answer is very clear. It pays not to be excellent. It pays to be mediocre. That's very clear. So what time frame are we talking about? I would say anything under 5 years of time, there is no payoff for excellence. Let me repeat that. Under 5 years of time, in almost any task or anything you could do, there is no payoff for excellence. Hence, people can, a lot of times they can't see beyond next week or even tomorrow, but many people cannot sort of think of themselves or their goals or their objectives in that long of a time span, beyond 5 years. So again, because of that long time frame, you're going to see averageness and mediocrity as a rational choice under 5 years. Now, what happens? And I said excellence is a difficult question because there are reasons why it is exalted so highly and taught to everybody. What happens if you do excellent work for 5, 10, 15, 20, or longer years? What happens? You then begin to command an incredible reputation and have incredible name power. As a professional, you can take what clients you want. For example, a physician can see whatever patients they want. You get marquee names such as Ferrari or Steinway, where their products are sold really spoken for, if not outright sold, before they even roll off the assembly line because of their unrelenting commitment to excellence. Now, again, those were built over some of those brands and products were built over a much longer time span of 5 years. So where does this leave you as an entrepreneur or even an employee? I would say that there is an incredible case to be made for excellence looking at the long-term horizon. To get there, you will have to change your mindset if you are what I call one of the mediocre types. And if you're honest with yourself, you'll know, if you're being honest, whether you are one of the mediocre cost cutter or rather corner cutter types. And that's probably the majority of the population in the US and probably the entire world. So if you're being honest, look at what might be an upside for you in the long term. If you have an unrelenting commitment to excellence, eventually you will be able to command things, not ask, but command things in your given field or within your business. So hopefully this is giving you something to think about, and look forward to seeing you, in our next session. And again, please leave your comments, follow, feel free to email us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.